So let's have some takeaway sharings. Right now, how many of us is doing daily email and text messaging and prospecting calls? And how many of us is repeating ourselves? Yes, Wagner.
I was just raising my hand.
I was very discouraged when I was seeing the rates go up this past couple days. Refinance using a RefiNow and RepayPossible is very limited. Although the debt to income goes up to 65% for qualification. So as I was meditating this Monday, after talking to Wagner and this, realtors, surprisingly, nobody's doing it. They're planning their vacations and Thanksgiving and the holiday plannings. So the leadership that I met is a company owner at Century 21. He has about 2,000 agents under him. He didn't have time for the meeting like this, but now he does. And he's asking for one of our loan officers' help, because their agents are falling behind. So I want to motivate all of us to lead into different, gears. This mortgage production seems to be very lucrative, but we have to fail so many times so that all these objections that we encounter today is not going to matter. It's not going to bother us. So anybody wants to share their takeaways, or should I pick on people?
Peter, can you pull up?
I'll share my takeaway.
Yes, you go ahead. I just was asking Peter, could you pull up that?
Sorry, Harrison. Yeah, you go ahead.
No worries. Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Peter, could you pull up those 3 questions or those 3 points so that we could look at it as we consider? And yeah, feel free.
Okay. So my takeaway is this, Peter, and I think Ragnar and I have always talked about this over the years, right? I think I can speak for himself too. I know what I believe in. I know I'm very confident in my skills. And then as far as character, right, this is where discipline, focus, patience comes in. This is the variable. Right? Because your beliefs doesn't really change. I would like to think that your skills will constantly improve and grow. But I think it's the character part that we have to manage a little bit more in order to have all 3 align to be able to achieve our goals. So personally for me, once again, I know what my beliefs are. I know what my skills are. It's the character portion that's a little bit of a variable. But prior to this, you had indicated about, kind of believing what it is that you're trying to accomplish, your why. And I think for me, that's the most important thing, because I think once you can really narrow down on that why is, then you can create a plan that goes around it to help achieve it. That's all.
What practices do you do? What kind of a routine do you have at this time to help you to maximize what you are sharing?
For
maximize
me,
the story.
I should probably be writing down my goals more frequently. I think, once again, you have to have a goal in order to be able to draw up a plan on how to achieve that. And I think that's a portion that I'm struggling with a little bit, because as calls come in and as I feel like I want to reach out to that person and that person, it's very unstructured and it kind of throws you all over the place, right? So although in a day you feel like you accomplished a lot, at the end of the day, because it wasn't goal oriented, it's what I call busy work. So for me, what I really need to do on a nightly basis is to figure out what my objective, what my goals are for the following day or a week or month that I want to accomplish, and then draw up a plan of what I'm going to do as far as activities to support that, help me achieve that goal.
I agree with you, C. Writing it down simplifies many problems. I thought I was busy doing all the mundane work, but as I was writing down the things, it was only 3 things. So I was able to learn how to prioritize my schedule by writing it down. That's a good takeaways. I want you to do it and share how it changed your, production for this coming month. I wish we had some kind of a metrics to go over so we can compare data, but this is just an idea that I want to share with everyone to encourage and to be motivated that we are very we can work with a lot of excitement, and we can look up to many things. A lot of realtors that we connect to have no idea what we have. It's instead of asking for what to learn for, what to seek for, we don't have to cater everybody, but as long as we understand what we do, as long as tell to our audiences why we are better than the other companies and other loan officers, that gives us a better chances. So thank you, C, for sharing. Anyone else?
Yeah. So I think
Yes,
a big
Harrison?
thing
Oh, Alex, you can go ahead.
Alex.
Okay. Yeah, I think the big thing is putting yourself in those uncomfortable situations. A lot of times when you're comfortable, it's basically nothing's happening, right? Before this, I would never public speak. I would never walk into open houses and never, I would cold call all the time, right? But you have to be able to have that confidence and just putting yourself out there and not really have to worry about what other people think. I think that was a big thing for me.
Okay.
I'll go next.
What do you want to achieve end of this week, Alex? Do you have any specific goal that you can share with our team?
Yeah, absolutely. Just close and be in more contact with more realtors. I really like pitching people in person, and I even done door knocking as well. And I really, really like it because when I pitch people in person, I could get their application right then and there, and I could go ahead and request the documents that I need.
How do you do door knock and get the loan application from them offline? Do you bring around the physical copies of application, or do you have any software that you use right now?
I have my laptop with me, and I have flyers as well, as well as requested documents as well, and I pass out flyers. And I go ahead right then and there. I show them some real-time numbers, and I, basically tell them exactly how it could help them. And I believe one was with Clarice, the one that we're working on with the condo, and that was right there. It was basically, I had my laptop right then and there. I filled out the application for them, and they sent me the documents right away.
Interesting. Okay. Well, if it works, if it works, that's great. I encourage you to print out some of the quick applications we have. We don't have to bring in that 9-page PDFs. That half-page PDF will help you to collect the 6 items for you to issue the loan estimate. Great. Juan.
Yeah, I just it's very intriguing questions. I think that oddly enough, the one that I find intriguing to me is number 1, which is the belief question, inner story / identity. And I don't think I've ever really had a problem here, but right now I am having a problem with identity because I'm wearing multiple hats, and which is real estate professional, and I'm a builder / developer of spec homes, and also mortgage lender right now. Mortgage lender has always been in my blood. I love building, and I think the one that I like the least is selling real estate. But right now, this just came up to me, and really it stuck out, kind of like those different identities that I'm having, 3 of them per se. It's a little bit much, and it just makes me think that I got to choose 1 or 2. I can handle probably 2, but not 3, so that I can be able to really go out there and give the best of myself instead of feeling like, who the heck am I, right? What am I going to put on social media? Am I this and this and that? Or so it's very intriguing to get to the bottom, to the root of what I really want to do and love and move forward. So that was a very intriguing question for me. That's all.
I agree with you. There is a guy named Alex Homosi who used to run 7 different businesses. Now he cut down everything and focusing on one item called acquisition.com. So what he had before, he was making multiple $1 million in small companies. But as soon as he closed all 6, he was able to go into the 8-figure income. He was never going above 6-figure income for a number of years. So you carrying multiple hats is a great trade. You're good at it, but you can't let go of one, right? But imagine that you focus all of your energy into one topic, one business, one trait. You can expect 3, maybe 4x. So I was also carrying multiple hats. I used to operate a solar panel companies with a mortgage company during pandemic. As soon as I let go of the solar panel company, mortgage company production, and the energy and the attention that I was able to put into this mortgage industry was just 2xing, 3xing the outcome. We didn't have this weekly meeting when I was doing solar company operations. But now, as I stopped and focusing on the mortgage more and so, I guess the details and the quality became so much different. So I encourage you to pick and choose at the end of the year, and then which one is a priority, which one is not, or what kind of a teamwork you can create. As your wife is also doing, is she focusing more on the real estate or mortgage? Which one is she
No,
like professional?
she's really mortgage, and I left her doing mortgage once I stopped doing mortgage, and so yeah, that's one of the thoughts. Is kind of like bring her on board 100% mortgages now that the rates are better, and me feeding mortgages because my true love is in developing. Although developing is not year round for me unless I have an active development. But a sharing of the business with her will probably be the best for me to keep to. I think mortgages and developing goes hand in hand, or it's easy enough to handle them both. So yeah, I just have to probably come into terms, a good team environment between me and her to be able to handle my passion, which is developing. And the second will be mortgages, which I know I've been doing it forever. So yeah, that could be a conversation, Peter, that maybe me and you could have off on the side, and it's something that is
Absolutely.
limiting right now, the production all around.
Setting up the identity comes first, and
Mhm.
then the details come.
That's right.
When you want to sell 10 items, 10 homes a month, you can meet people in person, right? But when you think of originating or helping 100 people, now the processes, applications, audiences, everything has to change. It's a two different starting point. So I want you to think about this inner story that you are telling to your audiences and your clients. How do you want to be portrayed to your audiences? How do you want to be portrayed to your loved ones?
Right.
In a business relationship to personals, is it transactional business or relationship business?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing, Juan. Anyone else?
I have a quick one.
Harrison.
Yeah, quick one. So I'm kind of always on the side of when a new iPhone comes out, I get annoyed and discouraged. There are those who get super excited. They look into all the new features, and when they get that new phone, they just like to go into the settings, see all the things that they can do. I'm not that way. I like to have something set up, and once it's set up, it's just consistent. But obviously, we're in a time and age where things are changing so fast, and so obviously with this job, there's a part of me that knows I need to wrap my head around these new developments. But I think what I need to learn to do is try to find ways to get excited about it. Because in the creative field, the excitement and the passion is what drives the new content ideas and new just things to make. And so I think right now I need to like look into myself and ask myself, am I just being stubborn, or can I find angles and ways to view these, new tech updates or new program developments, or I'm pretty sure for you guys, it's like new loan products and a new one comes out and it's kind of like, I just got used to understanding the previous one. Now I have to learn about this new one. And that's kind of something that I'm trying to dive deeper in myself with.
We go through the same thing as you are helping us to create the creative portions aspect of Giving Tree, learning all these new AI technologies and softwares that's coming out. I know it's a lot. We have started and couldn't complete multiple projects because of the AIs, right? But despite of all that, when you have the fundamentals and ideas, it will never die.
Absolutely.
There will be one day that AIs will overlap and collide and fight each other. When the day comes, anyone who has a true story themselves, who can show how to utilize the AI, will always win. So
I agree.
the reasons for the sharing the fundamentals today is to talk about how to optimize our daily routine. But before we talk about the optimization, we want to give it a try first. We have to go through the good and the bad, and then we talk about the efficiency, and then we talk about the optimization. A lot of people fail because they think about optimization before they even begin the process. So like what Harrison, you just shared, all these uncertainties and updates that you go through and encounter, hopefully you have joys in learning new tasks. Early adopter is very different hat that we have to carry through, especially for next 5 years. I don't think it's a choice. It's a must in order to survive because of the changes that's coming in. It's just too fast, too rapid. But you have to give it a try. We have to stretch ourselves today so that we can encourage ourselves to be in different positions when the day comes. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing. I know we have to hard stop in 3 minutes. Anyone else wants to share? If not, we have quick update with down payment system programs. We're opening up a broker application with Pacific Bay Lending today. So we are able to submit GSFAs. It's a different down payment system program for conventional and FHA that can be available for repeating buyers, not just for the first-time home buyers. And there's another program, it's FHA-based, Chinoa-like down payment system program that's in the play with open mortgage, open wholesale mortgage. So as soon as the approval comes out, Gia will share the underwriting guidelines and how to approach these buyers in the future. So now we are going to equip 2 additional down payment system programs that's covering Southern and Northern California. So we can have the CalHFA and these 2 products and the city-specific product for the individuals and the real estate companies. Thank you for hopping on this week. Have a great week and see you all next week.
Thank you very much. Bye, everyone.